Hey guys, welcome back to the Comic Book Lowdown. I'm Wellington, and today I'm coming back with another episode of the free digital comic reviews. Um, this is the second week I'm doing this on a Monday now. Um, and yeah, I got 3 books to review, and I'm going to be doing a lot of Marvel digital comics now because of that whole huge deal that they did last week or the other week that I got so many Marvel books to review and not that many other kind of books. So I'm just going to do a bunch of Marvel for a while and then see how everything goes because Marvel puts out a lot of content as compared to DC and just independents because Marvel they put out less previews and a lot more books in their entirety. So before I start rambling, just want to get to the books again. I got 3. I'm going to start with the newest and then go to the oldest. And just starting off, finally read All New X-Men issue number 1, of course written by Brian Michael Bendis. And I don't have to go into too much detail with this because I'm pretty sure everybody's read it already. But I'll give you my thoughts on it. And yeah, I thought it was pretty good actually. I thought the whole reason why they go back in time to get the older versions of themselves, or the younger versions I should say, why they go back and they they bring back young Scott Summers and young Hank McCoy, and they bring out the young X-Men. I really like how they do that so they can try to knock some sense into Cyclops. And definitely, I enjoy the story a lot. Actually, the writing in it is pretty good. In this issue, we're getting Cyclops. He really thinks that he's right about what he's doing, and he's teamed up with Emma Frost and Magneto, and they're just not doing things the right way. They're not doing things the X-Men way, the way that Cyclops was originally taught by Professor X, and so you kind of. The ending of AVX kind of plays into this, but then doesn't, because I remember in the end of AVX, Cyclops is talking about how if he could trade places with Professor Xavier in his death, he would without hesitation. But, he seems to have no remorse for his death. He seems to think that he is right in what he's doing and what he's been doing all along. So definitely this is a lot different Cyclops, or a lot different Scott Summers, and totally. So I want to see what happens next. I don't think I can pick up issue 2 anywhere anymore unless they reprint it again, because I know a lot of these reprints are being sold. But I want to get this in trade because everybody's raving about this. And the next issue, the second issue, I think they have some Wolverine in it, and that's pretty much the character that I mainly want to see interact with the Cyclops, because I've heard some really good things about that. Their interaction, how Wolverine he doesn't even like the younger version of Cyclops that hasn't done anything, because he knows how Cyclops reacts in the future. So I want to see all that stuff. But definitely, if you haven't read this, I recommend it. Next, going back a little bit more in time, and we got Incredible Hulk from Volume 3, Incredible Hulk, issue number 1. This is written by Jason Aaron and penciled by Michael Broussard and Mark Silvestri. Yeah, I hope I said those right. And I don't really read much Hulk. I've only read a couple of Hulk books before, and by a couple, I think it's actual Hulk titles. I think I've read now 3. So 3 comics, 3 issues, and not all in the same run. I've read the Marvel Now, I've read the first issue of Hulk Gray, and now I've read this. And this book was good. I'm introduced to Hulk being separated from Bruce Banner, so this is kind of a Hulk that thinks on his own, and he's never left alone, of course, and so he seems to have found peace with this society underground, and even though he doesn't want to say that he's found peace with them, but he kind of has, and once he finally commits to it, of course things go wrong for him, and then people are looking for him and all this other kind of stuff. And the Hulk stuff is actually kind of, standard, or I shouldn't say standard, but it's kind of, you're reading it and it's good, but, you're just reading it. But what I really like in here is the Banner stuff, the Bruce Banner stuff that we find out at the end. It's supposed to be a huge reveal that Bruce Banner is this mad scientist trying to replicate what happened, like replicate the blast that turned him into the Hulk. He's trying to do that on animals, and it's kind of working, but it's kind of not. And so he's just mad scientist, and that part is really cool. It's not much of a reveal, even though they try to treat it as one, but just having that be it is pretty cool. I can't say whether I would recommend it, since you can get it for free, or hopefully you can still get it for free, and it's just a fun read. But is it the best thing ever? I definitely like the Marvel Now Hulk stuff, the first issue, a lot better than this, but this isn't bad at all. Jason Aaron did a pretty good job, actually. So again, another recommend. And finally, the oldest thing that I've read that I got for free, and this is Daredevil issue number 1, volume 1, the first Daredevil issue. So, of course, written by Stan Lee, penciled by Bill Everett, creators of Daredevil. The cover was by Jack Kirby, and so, this issue, of course, it gives the origin. I was afraid in this issue that there would be too much dialogue, because Stan Lee loves to put dialogue in his books, and that wasn't the case at all, really. It was kind of regular dialogue. There wasn't too much to read. It wasn't too wordy. Some of the characters, of course, it's the 60s, and they talk like writers. It's a really cheesy way of talking, and the origin is kind of handled, quickly. Things are resolved quickly, and it's really just a way to get you to know the character fully. And but it's a great read, honestly. You can definitely pick this issue up. I've seen it personally at comic conventions, and it's not, I shouldn't say it's the easiest thing to find ever, but it's definitely not, it's not like finding Amazing Fantasy 15 or something. You can definitely get this with relative ease. I shouldn't say ease. Well, it's not hard to get, but it's kind of hard. So, but I definitely say pick it up. Not pick it up. Try to pick it up for free, because I know the issue itself will probably be very expensive, and if you do pick it up, you probably won't want to read it in itself. But try to read it if you can, and if you haven't, because it is a good read. Keep in mind that it's 60s and it's kind of cheesy and stuff, so you kind of have to put yourself in that comics mood. But if you like the character of Daredevil, it's a good read. I definitely recommend this. It's probably, if I had to rank the books that I read for this video, I'd put this second after All New X-Men, and I put Hulk third. Not to say that Hulk was bad, but that's just the order that I enjoyed these books at. That's pretty much it for me. Finally, there's going to be no video tomorrow. At least I don't think there will be. But, things change. But as of right now, I don't think there'll be a video tomorrow, which would be the first time in over a week. I've been doing a video every day since 2 Saturdays ago. So, I finally take my break, even though I really don't want to. I love making videos. But, I'm going to go now, guys. So I'm Wellington, signing off with a comic book lowdown, and I'll see you guys next time.